If you're worried about an economic slowdown having a really big impact on your business, you're not alone. But here's the thing. Businesses that thrive during an economic crisis or an economic uncertainty have two things going for them. One is a really strong network, and two is a direct way to reach their audience. That's exactly what we're going to dive into today. And I'm going to start this off with a couple of facts because I think numbers matter and I think we should talk about the facts, right? So 79, these are 2025 numbers so far. 79% of marketers include email in their top three most effective marketing channels. Paid search, ads, and organic search, and social media kind of round up the top five. 44% of online shoppers said that emails influenced their overall buying decisions. Ads and content were about 32% of their influencing of their purchase. Social media was about 21, organic social was about 18, and search engine was about 17, right? 12, and text messages about 12%. So influencer marketing has right now the worst sales sort of influence at 7%. So think about that when we're thinking about how to survive an economic downturn or how to actually thrive during these times, right? So who is this for? What am I going to be talking about? I'm talking to entrepreneurs, coaches, course creators, and service providers who want to future proof their business. Because if you stick with me, I'm going to walk you through the step by steps on how to build an email list, grow your network, get more exposure, build community, and set your business up for success, regardless of what's going to happen in the economy in my country in Canada or the economy in the US or anywhere else. So, step number one, focus on relationship based list building. What do I mean by that? Traditional ads may or may not work, and they may not be the best approach right now. They could get more expensive. Historically, when there is a little bit of a wobble in the world, ad prices go up. So I want you to lean in on bundles, summits, and collaborations, all free opportunities. And I want you to go for the high quality leads that you can get from those. And so summits, bundles, and collabs are easy peasy ways to grow your list and grow influence. Now, I want you to join a bundle, and you can look at my bundle, Many Bundles, and you can go to manybundles.com and see if you qualify to be a contributor and then apply. And if you are, I'll put you on there. Okay. You can apply to be on summits. And also, you can look at hosting or creating an email swap or a collaboration swap where you're on somebody's podcast and they're on your podcast. Just as long as that person is in your niche, you're good. Step number two is I want you to really leverage your community to drive a huge amount of growth. I want you to build an engaged audience and not just a list of subscribers. What's the difference? Engagement. So if you engage with your list and just don't treat them like a revolving sort of ATM, then you're going to have a better relationship with them and you're going to get a better result when you do ask for a sale. I want you to create a value-driven free community or co-create it with somebody, collaborate, somebody who already has a community that you can tap into, right? Think Facebook group, think Discord, think LinkedIn group, think Go High Level community, okay? I want you to look at using live events, monthly Q&As, mini workshops to keep your audience engaged and front and center. Take a look at what that, and I mean, this has always been my fallback. Whenever things go a little wobbly, I always get into doing monthly Q&As, live workshops, showing up a bit more because I want to be that voice that people can rely on. And because I'm known in the space of list building, lead generation, and having run the most summits of anybody out there with now over 450, I can be that voice to support people, and I'm privileged to do so. Okay. So a pro tip here would be feature your community members and answer questions from people who have really great pertinent questions and make it interactive to increase retention. Step number 3 in this plan is the power of collaboration and cross promotion. And I touched on it a little bit ago, but let's talk about it a little bit more. Finding collaboration partners is not that hard. It's finding good collaboration partners, people who will equally take on the work and also share in the results. I have done collaborations in the past where I'm literally the person doing everybody's homework while everybody sits around and watches me do it and feels really, happy with the fact that they didn't have to do anything. I've learned since then. Don't do that. Okay. I want you to look at really finding collaboration partners that understand the value of a partnership and are willing to do the work to make it happen. That could be hosting a collaboration challenge. That could be co-hosting a summit if you can't do it on your own. That could be participating as a host or a co-host in a bundle. All those different kinds of things. Guest appearances, massive, massive opportunity. Pitch yourself to podcasts, pitch yourself to participate in group trainings or guest trainings in people's groups. Look at creating or participating in expert panels to get in front of new audiences. If the opportunity doesn't exist, go and create it. If you don't see it, make it. Don't just sit back and wait for these things to come to you, and checking your inbox, hoping that somebody is going to invite you. Make the opportunity happen. You can't afford to sit back and wait. None of us can. It doesn't matter how much money you're making. You just need to be proactive at this time. Okay. And a good email list growth hack is to partner with 2 or 3 different people in your niche and do a really good email swap or blog swap and share each other's lead magnets back and forth and create some really great content around that. Okay. Super fun to do. You get to know really good people. Love doing it. Step number 4 in this plan is to create offers that withstand economic shifts. That starts with an audit. Take a look at what you've got right now, and then look at how you can diversify your revenue streams. Low ticket versus premium offers with a lower tier that costs less but does deliver a really great amount of value. Look at building a profitable value ladder that actually works so customers have various options and then make decisions based on what they can afford. And then I can't stress enough the importance of a payment plan. And a lot of us entrepreneurs don't like to do a payment plan because we're worried that we'll get one payment and then we get ghosted and we don't get the full amount. And that happens. It's going to happen. However, payment plans will help make high ticket offers more accessible to your ideal client. And if you don't want to offer a lower tier with less exposure to you or to your product at a lower price, then you really need to look at payment plans and how you can leverage that for people. I also would recommend that you bundle services or courses together to create a really high perceived value product without lowering your price. Okay, so how can you bump up things to make it better? How can you add something that's going to create a real sense of value without popping that price up too much? And then my final takeaway on this, my final thing that I want to say is the bottom line is you really have to build a strong list and a powerful community at the same time. If you do that, you'll be in control no matter what happens in the economy, no matter what happens in the world, because, social media is chaos right now. And so this has always been the right way to go, but now you need to double down on it. If you hadn't planned on doing a list build in the first quarter or second quarter of 2025, now's the time. Okay, plan it, make it happen. Talk to me if you need some help. And you should have at least 2 really good size list builds every single year. I do spring, I do fall. Okay. That's sort of just my way of doing it. I love that. And it works really, really well for the people that are on, in this hemisphere of the world. It works. So take away, do that, please. That is one big thing. And if you really want to create a list injection, a really great list build, do a summit or host a bundle. Both of those things I can show you how to do if you have issues or questions, you've never done it before, and I can show you how to do both of those to make sure you get a really great result. And make sure you're also building community. And if you're not like, I don't like Facebook, great, get off Facebook. Do it. I mean, I use GHL. I have communities within my own GHL account because I don't want to use Facebook groups. Look at doing that. And then if you like this, drop me a comment, let me know, ask me questions in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer them on my next video so that I can make sure you are ready to go regardless if anything happens. You're going to have that umbrella just in case it rains. And if not, you got a friend like me who's got one and, like a little compact one in her backpack, making sure you're okay whenever we go anywhere. All right. Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to y'all soon. Take care.